Hey y'all, I went to Dollar Tree today to pick up a few things and I came out spending $57.20, and I don't think that I bought anything too much that was unnecessary. It was just time to stock up. So one thing I had already purchased, but I cannot remember if I told you about it or not, so I already had this from Dollar Tree, but I'm going to show you again. It's their little basket. It's got 3 sections in it, and I keep several of these in the car, and when we go like to take my husband to the doctor, or we go to pick up a quick bite or something and know we're going to eat in the car, this is perfect because you can put the drink right here, the fries here, and the sandwich here, and leave it sitting on your lap while you're riding, and you're not trying to keep everything from falling and all that. And this has been one of the best things that I've gotten for our family in a long time, and they're only $1 each, and they're the perfect size, and they come in several different colors. So some of the things I got today are things that I especially like from the Dollar Tree. And so when I come across something like that, I'll tell you it's one of my more favorite items. And this is one, and I have really enjoyed these since they came out, the boneless pork riblets. There's approximately 9 in here. It's 4.2 ounces, but this is plenty to feed 1 or even 2 if you have, you know, a couple sides and maybe a little bread. You don't even have to have the bread. They're really good. You don't even need to add extra sauce. The flavor is good, and I just really enjoy those. So I bought 10 of those so we could put them in the freezer and have them when we're wanting something quick. Something else that I really enjoy, and is another favorite, is the spring rolls, and there's 10 in here, and so that's plenty for a couple of you to eat, or maybe even 3 if you have the other things to go with it. And a quick little recipe for shrimp sauce is just put, depending on how much you need, you can kind of figure out the amount, but put a glop of mayonnaise, and in that put a nice size squirt of ketchup, put probably a tablespoon or 2 of dill pickle juice, and then a little pinch of cayenne pepper. Stir it up, and you've got some wonderful shrimp sauce, and that's great to dip these in. So I hope with my glops and pinches and all that you're able to make you some shrimp sauce, but that is really good with these. Like I said, it's 10 in here, and I was just looking at what's in it, but those are really good. So I got 10 of the little riblets and 10 of the spring rolls. I bought 2 bags of the cheese balls. These are good for cheese balls. They're, you know, if the only place you have to buy cheese balls is Dollar Tree, then these are well worth it. The flavor's good. They're not my favorite, but they're good. And I bought some red sweet pepper strips because a friend of mine on Facebook, Melody, not Melody, I think it's Melody, and you know, I had your name in my mind all the way home. And now, you know, I have a terrible memory. I think it's Melody McKenzie. And if I'm wrong, I apologize. But she had hummus the other day, she showed her sandwiches, and they look so good, and I'm a big fan of hummus. So I'm going to try and experiment making some hummus, and I do like the red pepper kind. So this jar, which is 10.2 ounces, was at the Dollar Tree, and I got it to put in the hummus. And then for a different recipe I'm going to make today or tomorrow, there's some tomato sauce that I'm going to season up. And I wish my mind was better, but it's not. And I just try to do the best I can do. And this is called the Big Roll of paper towels. They also sold something called the Mega Roll, I believe it was. But for paper towels, this is a good buy. There's 100 sheets, and you can see it's pretty good size. So I got 5 of those. We can always use paper towels around here. What I'm getting ready to show you is another one of my favorites from Dollar Tree, and it's the liquid capsules, the nighttime. And I take these because if I don't, I will not sleep. And I just lay there and lay there and lay there. And anyway, these just give you a peaceful sleep without totally knocking you out. And they've just been really good for me. And so, you know, I don't recommend you take anything without checking with your doctor first. They've just worked well for me. And these are something that I've used before, and I bought 4 of them, and I thought I would go back to them, but they're little 7-day pill reminder cup with lids that the lids screw off and on. But I take all my pills at once, and I take a lot of pills. So I just take all the caps off. Like I said, I bought 4 of these, and I'll line them up and then just fill them all up and put the caps back on them and just put them in like a bowl. And every day, take one out and take my pills and then put it in a different bowl where they're empty. And I had done this for probably a couple years, and then I decided to go to the you know, the one big thing that has all the little lids you lift up. And I was having a hard time with like opening the lid for that day and turning it up for the pills to come out in my hand. And there would be other doors open up too, and it must have been the door fairy opening them. And then I'd lose medicine from other days, and it was really a hassle. So I'm going back to these, and the colors cheer you up if nothing else. And so I got 4 of those, like I say, so I can do my medicine like for a whole month. And I didn't take stuff out of the bag, so I'm just reaching and sticking my face in the camera. And okay, that's just extra of the stuff I've shown you. Excuse me, I just knocked my phone off. Here was the other cheese balls. Some days I'm organized and some days I'm really not. And here are more of the riblets that I bought. My son, when he saw those, was even excited that I had gotten them. And now I just mashed the bread. But I got this 24-pack of dinner rolls, the Wonder dinner rolls, for $1. And they had those in the 12-pack. But I got the 24-pack for $1, same price. And anyway, this is really soft, and I think it was a very good deal. something else that I really like from the Dollar Tree is the Spick and Span. They have it in lavender and the original scent. And I keep this by my sink all the time. And I spray my stove with it a lot because, you know, it doesn't take much to get your stove or your countertops greasy and dirty. So I like this Spick and Span a lot, and I just spray and wipe it down and help to keep it clean. And that lavender scent is really nice. And this is more of the spring rolls. And Kaylin wanted these juice drinks, so I got her those, and there's 6 of them for $1, and it says no high fructose corn syrup, which you know is not very healthy for you. But this is called Global Grape, and so she was happy to get that. And I needed some hair clasp claw things, and I got these. And I'll tell you about these. When you put them in your hair, if you just clamp it in and let go and leave it, these work great. But if you put it in your hair and then you like want to squeeze it together to make sure it's pretty tight, these little claws will break off a lot of times. So that's just a little tip. If you use these, you know, just put it in your hair, let go, and leave it as it is, and don't try to squeeze it a little bit tighter. And I was needing a lot of spices, and I love Dollar Tree spices. I got parsley, onion powder, garlic salt, oregano, and one of my favorites is basil. So the Dollar Tree spices are one of my favorites. Then I got my husband regular bugles. He really enjoys bugles, so I got them for him. And I got my son hot buffalo bugles. And so I've never even seen those before, so I don't know how hot they'll be. And my last thing that I got, I believe, is this Great Northern beans. And this goes along with the recipe I was telling you about, Melody. Usually you think of making hummus with chickpeas, but I'm going to try making it with the Great Northern beans. They had chickpeas in the cans, but I wanted the non-cooked ones that I do it myself. I think you stretch your money a lot further, and it tastes fresher and better. So with the right seasonings and everything, I think it will be good. So we're going to try that recipe and see how it works. And so, as I say, I believe that was everything. And I appreciate you watching, and I hope that you come back again and see what I'm up to and all that. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.